Hello, I'm Adrian Finnegan in London with the top stories on Al Jazeera. The UN's peacekeeping chief has agreed that Syria is in a state of civil war. Vlad said that the government has lost large chunks of territory to the opposition in some cities. Rula Amin has been following events from neighbouring Lebanon. She explains why using the term civil war in Syria may cause more problems.
What the Syrian government had been saying all along is that it's fighting armed terrorists, it's fighting armed groups, not peaceful protesters. And if you start saying civil war, that also gives the government more excuse to use heavy weapons, to use its military, because then they are fighting armed rebellion, not peaceful protesters. And so that's why many people have been careful not to call it a civil war, especially the Syrian National Council, for example, the main opposition umbrella, because they don't want to give the government that kind of excuse, despite the acknowledgement of many countries now that there are armed groups in the country and that they have grown very stronger, they have better weapons, they have been able to inflict serious losses amongst the government security forces. But they don't want to acknowledge the civil war issue. Also, it has some kind of implications, is that if you say it's a civil war, what can you do about it? Can you really stop it? Can you contain it? Or is the situation beyond fixing? So far, we are still seeing efforts and attempts by the international community, by the UN envoy Kofi Annan, to try to come to a political resolution.
Russian and Polish football fans have clashed ahead of their Euro 2012 football match in Warsaw. Despite the presence of hundreds of riot police, rival groups of fans attacked each other. Several people were left lying on the ground, bleeding. Thousands of protesters have rallied in Moscow against Russia's President Vladimir Putin. They're demanding fresh elections and a new president. The protest was taking place a day after police raided the homes of prominent activists. Putin says he won't let protesters disrupt Russian society or its economy. Don't forget you can watch Al Jazeera online anytime by heading to the website at aljazeera.com and by clicking on the Watch Now icon. Thanks for watching. In London, I'm Adrian Finnegan. See you again. Bye for now.